Hi guys. I just a short while ago started playing this video. I've watched it in full, and I've watched it uh, a second time. Thanks, Max, for your video. I'm on Video Ministries. Um, yeah. So his Patreon membership has gone up by one. We'll play the video now from Max.
Greetings all, it's Max and we're back, and several people have been doing videos about what Bryan has on his channel, his internet presence, rather, his webpage, about what he says about himself, and what's going on here. And of course there's the whole thing under links where he's recommending Trinitarian ministries, even though he says that Trinitarians are pagan and lost. So I thought I would check it out. I haven't been up on this site in 4 years, probably. So anyways, I thought I would check it out and see what's up here. And you can tell by the title of my video that I'm going to show the fraudulent nature of this webpage. Yep. Before anyone decides they're going to sue me for some sort of slander, we're going to look at what the definition of fraud is. Wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. Yeah. So what about that? Let's take a look at Lorna's welcome page. Thank you for visiting King James Video Ministries. We are a ministry dedicated to the defense of the King James Version of God's Holy Word. By clicking on the About Us link, you can read all about the beliefs and doctrinal stands which we are here at King James Video Ministries, as well as our Church and Bible Believers Fellowship. Excuse me. Videos page contains many free videos which discuss the Bible version issue, other topics as well. We will try to add new videos to this page periodically. Be sure to check back often. Our online web store contains all of our videos.
Not anymore.
Web store. The transactions are done through PayPal, so you can be sure that purchases are secure. If you have any questions, you can Pony Express us by going to the contact page. If God has blessed you through this ministry, you can also feel free to sign our guest book. We do respectfully ask that people do not put advertisements on our guest book page. The links will take you to our church webpage where you can listen to a wide variety of free sermons. This page also contains links to many excellent websites which also defend the KJV, but they're pagan, right? The donations page describes our policy on people donating money to the King James Video Ministry. And finally, the free download page contains a collection done by Bryan Denlinger, as well as some free tracts and other articles of interest.
Okay.
So,
right now, the donation page. I just want to see what. Yeah. And Max goes into this. Yeah. Right. I'll continue to pray.
I think Ed's already covered the About Us page in what he's talking about in here. KJV Defender. The Godhead, he very much twists the scripture. And he even used 1 John 5:7 to prove his one God, three parts. And he says right here about one God made up of three parts, body, soul, and spirit. This body, soul, and spirit stuff, I really don't get where he gets that from. But in here he says man is created in God's image. So if we're created in God's image and we're corruptible, does that mean God is corruptible? That part doesn't make any sense. And there's a lot on here. It pretty much sums up his beliefs, but it's very twisted to be
Yep.
not too dogmatic on everything.
And I wish
Um,
Bryan was never on the internet.
Nonconformity and separation from the world. Yeah, I'm going to go build a tiny house. Okay, whatever. House church, not a church building or temple. Okay. He says that having a church building is unbiblical when Solomon was commanded to build a temple. David was going to do it, and God said, no, you can't. Your son's going to build it. Yeah. But according to him, they don't have church buildings. They didn't have synagogues where people could get together. And his beliefs on that is like, we are supposed to go to the lost. They aren't supposed to come to us. And it's like, that's a semantic argument and a half. I mean, your wife likes going to church, so you accompany her to the church building, and you're not saved. But as the more that you come to church, you're like, this actually sounds like it could be right. And people can't get saved in a church building? It's impossible? That's ridiculous. But anyways, he's putting out his stuff here pretty plain. We reject the following movements as unscriptural heresies. Well, of course, Calvinism, hyperdispensationalism, Roman Catholicism, all these cults. The ecumenical movement. I like this one because this is where churches, different sects, get together and on issues they can agree on. That's ecumenicalism. And where Bryan is now is that anybody that does not agree with him is incorrect, and he can't even be part of the body of Christ anymore. It's my way or the highway. He would call that ecumenical if you believe something different from him. Prosperity of the gospel, charismatic faking of Jewish signs, contemporary Christian rock, pretty much anything. Good luck with that.
Works.
Going to the grocery store, riding in an elevator. There's music everywhere. What are you going to do about that? Pacifism and anti-Semitism. See, he doesn't have his views on segregation on here, and his views on slavery, which is kind of odd. You'd think that would be in his message, right? Be up there somewhere, because that's a pretty big deal with them. It's a pretty big deal. So we're going to continue on, and the reason that I say that, Bryan, King James Video Ministries is a complete fraud. Complete fraud. Now, I want to get a video, a DVD from Bryan. Okay?
You can't.
King James Video Ministries. I want to buy a DVD. I'm going to go to his web store.
Only
and
donations.
I can only donate.
Why would I want to donate to that liar and the deceiver? That's what Bryan is.
I know for a fact. He says it all the time. He says, I think I might get back into DVDs. Well, what the heck, man?
If people paying you, if people are paying you Denlinger, you should make the DVDs.
Okay, this is his donations page. And why? King James Videos Ministries is a fraud. Complete fraud. Okay, your donation will go towards the expenses of producing more videos and sermons. Here is a small list of the items which must be purchased on a regular basis to make the ministry possible. Blank printable DVDs and CDs is number one. He hasn't done this in 4 years. He hasn't, probably even longer than that. But this is his number one thing that he says his money is going to. And like I showed you, I want to buy one of his DVDs. You can't, because he hasn't made any. DVD and CD cases. Paper for DVD. See, it's all DVD stuff. Ink for the printers to print out the covers and stuff like that. Royalty-free music CDs, which is a one-time purchase, by the way. So the top four here is what he says this money is going to. Okay? Complete fraud. He's lying. He isn't doing any of that with your money. Now, this is an ongoing expense where people, you can understand. We're going to bring up Lies of the Devil. Okay. Do I have to go straight there? I guess I have to. Yeah, Frontline Spiritual Warfare. Run by Theodore. Okay, he does the same thing. He does a video ministry. But everything is free. Okay?
Yep.
Everything is free. If you want to order 100 DVDs to give out to people and go soul winning, Theodore will send them to you. Okay? You just pay the shipping. All right? That's a video ministry, man.
Yep.
That's a video ministry.
It's all
and if Theodore
about
had
money.
The list of things he was
With
spending
Bryan,
money on, it would look the same as this. Okay? And this is, I'm sure, what he's spending his money on. Okay. Now this is what Bryan says he needs this money for. Animation software. Not necessary, but it's a one-time purchase. Movie and photo software. Okay, but it's a one-time purchase. Cameras. Again, a one-time purchase. I mean, I realize occasionally things break. I get it. Shrink wrap bags and equipment for packaging DVDs. Oh, you know, this is a lie, because you're not doing that. A never-ending supply of books and research. Never-ending. Never-ending.
Well, it has ended. It's not on his site anymore, the DVDs.
Now, Bryan always does his videos behind in front of a bookshelf. And now that he says that every Trinitarian out there is pagan and lost, all those books behind him he needs to burn. Because they're all pagan books. They're all done by Trinitarians. Oh, except he has the Texas Reset. No, they're Trinitarian too. He buys books and shows it off that they're in Greek, and he can't even read them. Never-ending supply of books and research materials. Lighting for shooting a video. One-time purchase. Computers, both of mine are older. One-time purchase, really. One every 5 years or something. The computer that I've been running on since I've been doing anything on the internet, as far as video-wise, I built in 2012.
Right. So, all of our material is copyright free. If so, then why did you give Max a copyright strike? Right? It proves to me more so, Bryan Denlinger, this is this scumbag, because that's what he is, a lying scumbag, right? If he says here it's copyright free, then why did he make a copyright strike against Max? See? I don't trust one word from Bryan anymore. Not one word. I don't trust him at all.
Now it's 2018. Still works fine. Eventually, yes, it's going to crap out, but it still works fine. One-time purchase, I will say. And computers are cheap. They're cheap now. You don't need to buy all new monitors and all that stuff. You just buy the tower. Throw all your old hard drives in it, call it good. So, this is why I say it is a fraud. And also, right here, he is lying. All of our materials are copyright free. Really, Bryan? See, what materials do you actually have here? Because I go to the store and there's nothing except donate buttons. Okay? What materials do you actually have?
It's all about money.
You don't have
with
any.
Bryan. He's a lover of money.
You have a fat wallet. And some of this stuff, number one, I need my vacation home. Number two, I need a new truck. Number three, I need a four-wheeler. Sound about right? Does that sound about right? Okay, all of our materials are copyright free. We aren't trying to get rich. No, you're just trying to make everybody else pay for what you got. You don't want to work. We're not saying that you're living high off the hog. We're saying that you're spending the money on things that you're saying up here where you're spending money, and None of this is true. It's all fake.
It's a load of garbage with
Army?
Denlinger. It's all about the money. I shouldn't have said the bull word, but I could have said crap, though, from Bryan, because he's a liar.
Main desire is, and has always been, to show people the truth according to God's holy word. I'm sure. What was that, Bryan, about only getting 40 donations in 1 month? Your main desire is about teaching the word, but you're complaining to people about your donation levels. Okay? The King James Version. This ministry relies on the sales of DVDs and contributions from the people who have been blessed to fund future projects. Number one thing he says is,
where are the DVDs then, Bryan Denlinger? Hey? Biggest liar! Liar! Right? I don't want to donate a cent to you, Bryan.
DVDs. Can I get a DVD?
No.
I think what I have to do is Pony Express him a letter and ask him for a DVD, because it's a video ministry and I go to web store. Donate. For what?
It's not a gift. Wouldn't give that scumbag a gift.
I want to buy a DVD. What's up? 2 Timothy 2:15 is on the bottom of every single one of this page. Here we go. 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed.
But I'm ashamed of you, Bryan Denlinger.
You need to be ashamed.
It's all about the money.
Why is your website still
with
up?
you, Denlinger?
I don't understand it. Why do you need a website? You're not doing DVDs anymore. Your sole basis of income is Patreon and the people that donate from seeing your videos on YouTube. You're not doing DVDs no more. And all of these future projects you talked about, you said you had all these future projects, which is why I donated to you. I don't see anything going on other than the crap you have going on in your own life. Your future project if I need a new truck.
And Max, that was a mistake of you, even though it's none of my business. You shouldn't have given him $1,000. That's a lot of money, but anyway, that's your business. And you'll never get that back. But anyway, I would never give him a cent. Not even worth 1 cent. To me, Bryan Denlinger is so dishonest, and I'm so disappointed with Bryan Denlinger. The way he turned out from when I first heard him on YouTube, and the way he's turned out now, a huge disappointment.
Or your vacation home spot, or a new ministry building, all this stuff, a new house. What if I just want to buy a DVD? This King James Video Ministries page is a complete fraud. It's a complete fraud.
It is.
They're telling you, give us this money so we can do this. Number 1 through 4 all had to do with DVDs. We got nothing. Where are the DVDs? I think you need to reorganize your webpage a little bit there, Bryan. Now, I will give you credit for this, okay? I will give you credit over here. You actually do have Exposing the Trinity under More. You did actually put up, you didn't link the videos, though. I actually have to copy and paste this into a browser. 33 videos. But you did put it up there. And I'm really actually quite surprised about that. And now, people can say, or he could have said, you know, it's a page that I don't update often because I'm not doing DVDs now, so a lot of the information is old. You could say that. You know, you can say that. And that's kind of what I thought, which is why I didn't bother going here. But when I saw Exposing the Trinity, he just did that. He just updated his site and put all of the links for this. So he does...
Max, that's even more reason there's no excuse. Denlinger's deceived people. He should say currently not making any DVDs on his website, but he's so dishonest, and it's all about the money. With Bryan, in my view, it's all about the money, and I don't trust him.
Look at his website. It's fraud. It's a sham. It's a sham. And yes, of course, under links, everyone there is a Trinitarian. But this is unacceptable, inexcusable. This is where you donate to Bryan, where the money is going. But he doesn't have any DVDs. And all the rest of this stuff is one-time purchases, with the exception of something breaking. But yeah, one-time purchases. So, you want to see a real online video ministry where you can get DVDs for free? Go to Lies of the Devil. Some of the information you might like, some you might disagree with. I haven't seen every single thing that the Adar came out with, but the way that he's doing it is the correct way to do it.
Yep.
I think with that, we'll go back to fraud, just in case someone decides that I'm slandering them. Wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. Don't buy my DVDs. Donate to me because I need it for DVDs. That's fraud.
Yep. If he can put the links of the exposing the Trinity, he could have updated, say, no longer make DVDs. I'm actually so disgusted with you, Bryan Denlinger. Absolutely disgusted. And I'm so sorry for those 224 because it's gone up by one now, right? $5 a month, $10 a month, $20 a month. No, that should all be taxed, right? And these donations here, even $100 donations, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. What are these people getting for their money? Nothing. So dishonest, Bryan. So dishonest. Okay, thank you.